So welcome to today's video, and today I'm doing a project which I didn't actually expect to be doing, but we're actually going to be trying to spruce up the interior a little bit. My plan was to do the interior next year, but I mean there's a couple of little things I could do in here which hopefully won't take more than a day or so, although I may end up opening a can of worms without realising it, but they'll be fairly quick and they'll make a big difference. So the plan is essentially just to do a bit of painting in here. What we're going to do is we're going to paint this bulkhead here on both sides. We're going to paint these sort of rails here on the sides here, and we're going to paint down here the sort of fronts of the seats on both sides. I'm also going to do these mini bulkheads here, which will be the I'm only going to do one side though. I'm not going to move into sort of the kitchen and nav area just because I think it's going to get a bit too involved. So yeah, we're going to basically, I'm going to give them a nice sand down, try and smooth them out, get them into a better condition, find a nice sort of matte white paint, which we'll do with, and then these sort of edge trim bits here, on here and around the door here. I'm going to hopefully get a sort of nice grey to go with all the other sort of grey that we're doing on the boat. And yeah, I think it'll help to just lift this interior up a bit. We're not going to bother doing any of the cupboards because they're all this kind of really thick, shiny veneer, and I think that's going to be really hard to paint, so we'll probably replace those cupboards at some point. So this is hopefully going to be a really quick job. Hopefully it's not going to take more than a day or so, and yeah, it's going to really make a big difference and make it look a lot nicer in here. So I better crack on. So I've got the bulk of the sanding done now, and next job is just to do a little bit of detail sanding where I couldn't get the big sander in, and then give it all a good clean up and then slap some paint on and yeah, see how it looks.
As you can see, it was quite the transformation. Now, on to the next job. As part of our boat restoration project, we're replacing the floorboards in the main part of the boat. Now, the reason for this is because the wooden ones are pretty old and rotten, so we're actually going to be replacing these with Ekoply. Now, Tim has done a whole video about Ekoply and the reason we are using that, and I'll link that up here as well as in the description for you to find out a bit more information on that. So the first thing I'm going to do is get on the boat and start marking out some templates and some patterns. Right, so I've got my first two plans cut out, which are the ones I'm going to start with first, the bathroom and the smaller part of the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is mark that out and then get that cut with the jigsaw. I have just finished sanding the floorboards and they are now ready to fit into the boat. So now I have all the floorboards cut out, we're actually going to be covering these in vinyl to just protect them a bit because the surface of them does scratch quite easily. And these new floorboards really bring the interior of the boat together. On screen now are a list of costs for doing this part of our boat transformation. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to follow us on our renovation journey, please subscribe for more videos, and we will see you in the next one.